What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. I streamed a live reaction to the poster about an hour ago and then had time to collect my thoughts as I looked through all of the details in this poster. And there are two things that I want to point out in full. The first of which, Green Goblin. The second of which, a very interesting corner of the poster that we at least have to talk about mentioning might be Mephisto. I know, after all we've been through this year, the fact that we're still talking about him. However, we have to break it down. There are some details in this poster. We're going to cover what few there are, some of us scratching our heads as to why they would release this poster with so little reveals in them. Why not just not even release a poster at all? But here we go. Let's talk about both Green Goblin and Mephisto, the other details for the villains that are in this poster. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, still giving away a PlayStation 5, now at 900,000 subscribers, which we are right around the corner from. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So there is not much to see in this poster at all. And when I posted the version that was seen on the side of buses in Australia, this same pose, the same Doc Ock arms, except the mirror dimension in the background instead of this one with the sky. Boss Logic even weighed in on my Instagram and said, hey, I thought this was fake because that pose happens to be the exact same pose Tom Holland makes on the top of the car, literally just using another scene from the trailer they've already shown us. Now, there are some details in this poster, so let's break them down before we get to the speculation about Mephisto. You can clearly see trails of sand in the background, lightning for Electro, sand for Sandman, Doc Ock's arms, and of course in the top right hand corner we get our first in HD look at Green Goblin. Now, interestingly enough, they've decided to keep his helmet on for this promo shot because of course they don't want to divulge Willem Defoe. We've seen some rumors that he actually won't have a helm in the costume, the updated costume for Spider-Man No Way Home, and this looks eerily similar to some 2002 original promo from the Sam Raimi trilogy. I'm wondering if they didn't just reuse that image in much the same way they reused the Spider-Man image from the trailer in order to make this poster. Now, the two things I found most interesting about the poster, however, happen in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. First of which, you can see down here in the bottom corner what looks sort of like a face. You have the two embers and or sparks sparking off in the foreground to look like eyes, then what sort of looks like a Shazam lightning bolt in the middle to possibly imply Mephisto. Now, look, there have been tons of speculation about this because of the storylines that we already know this movie is drawing heavily from, the One More Day storyline and Mephisto being included in all of this. And even though it's one of the least favorite storylines of all time for Spider-Man, the fact that Mephisto could have been a part of not only WandaVision back in the day, but what's coming up in the Multiverse of Madness and sort of been on the tip of everybody's tongue the entire time. Look, I happen to think that what's going down in the bottom left-hand corner of this poster is just editing. Just funky editing. You have a slightly darker red back screen because of red and fire, but you also have some sparks flying off. If you removed those sparks in post, I think again, this is just real poor the way that they lined up for the marketing. But in the Marvel comic world, where characters change appearance all the time, run to run, artist to artist, decade to decade, one of the most defining features of Mephisto has always been his glowing yellow eyes amongst an all-red character. I'm going to say that again, glowing yellow eyes amongst an all-red character. That is his most common trait. And then you look in the bottom left-hand corner, not to mention, every inch of this poster would have had to have been approved. And they surely saw something there, the way people are sort of making out a face. There's actually a word for that the human eyes put together a face even where there isn't one. We'll see human faces and things. If you know what the word for that syndrome or phenomenon is, please put it down in the comments below. It makes me wonder if this isn't meant to imply something. The other interesting thing I noticed about this poster was this little edit line right here. Now, for anyone who's ever used Photoshop or any sort of video editing software or photo editing software, this looks a lot like someone who drew a rectangle and then sort of put a hole in a mask. A mask is a layer you put over something. That's why you can sort of see the smoke particles coming through it, but it looks like it's a different tint or a different color. The reason I thought this was worth pointing out is that look above it. You see a ton of red glare that looks like it's coming off of the tint from the Dr. Octopus arms, and then right above that, you can see sort of what look like dotted white perforation lines. Again, the only reason I point this out is because it looks like very clear editing on this image. Now, this may have been a mistake that was left in, but this is the official movie poster for Spider-Man No Way Home from Sony, and they left an editing mistake that I was able to find in the first 5 minutes of the poster. There are a lot of really weird algorithmic techniques you can do with Photoshop and the like that sort of content-aware fill stuff in. Meaning if you want to omit something, if you want to fill something in or delete it from a photo, you literally just highlight the area and press a button, and the AI on the side of the photo editing software will fill it in. And while I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this, or whether that was a delete in a mask by accident or something was omitted right here, I think it is still interesting to point out that this editing error seems to exist in what's the official poster for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, do I think this is anything? Probably not. Probably as much of a no deal as the quote-unquote Mephisto people are going to rumors in the bottom left-hand part of this poster. I honestly don't think that's anything. I know I made a pretty good argument for it, but I don't think it's anything. Just like I don't think this poster is anything. I think this poster is a complete cop-out. And again, since they're not giving us anything, we'll go ahead and just hold Tobey and Andrew for the final movie anyway, and don't give us anything in the trailer. Maybe all the trailers are fake and that's why we've got nothing in this poster, but during the live stream I asked several times if people were okay with this, which some were, or if they thought Sony was trolling, and pretty unanimously everybody thought Sony was trolling, and I sort of think so too. So maybe they are trolling with the Mephisto image in the bottom left-hand corner. Let me know all your thoughts down below quickly, guys. Let's get into the giveaway stuff again before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, which we are headlong into, could easily hit by month's end. All you have to do to be entered to win, and it'll automatically enter you to win the Disney Plus subscriptions during Hawkeye. We're going to give away some more Eternals tickets next week. All the same rules will always apply. All you got to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. That'll help you keep up with the videos, and because it's truly random, the more videos that you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced in the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been, again, notification bell, all notifications turned on, and if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me over on Twitter and Instagram at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires, including the 2 tracks you heard in the background of this video. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, guys. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.